Okay. Is the stream up and running? Doot. All right. Hello. Ah, shoot. Shoot. Jerome, the stream's not working. Your sound's off. I don't know if you can hear me, but the sound is off. Jerome! All right, so we're in Champ Select.
I do not
Hello.
tolerate cowardice.
As you wish.
All right, so it's working. We see.
I shall endure.
All right, so we have a Darius ban and a Nivea ban on the side of Holmdel eSports. Biotechnology, Team A, banning out the Janna. Ardent Sensor supports have fallen out of meta, but they can still be strong. And a Hecker ban. It looks like bans are all over the place for Holmdel eSports. And let's see what else. Biotechnology ban. And an Echo, showing that respect to Cosmic Apocalypse, who is, who does play a lot of Echo. So showing the respect there. Looks like Holmdel is hovering the Ornn. We'll see if they go for it. Ornn did get buffed recently, and I haven't. Zach. Now that's interesting. He's not very meta, but that's probably gonna be going over to Chub Kenobi. Oh, sorry, not playing. I guess that would probably be going over to Goldalion in the jungle. I'm not so sure of the lineups. Countered by a Maokai, and Maokai can be flexed between the top and the mid lane, so we'll see. Aatrox being hovered. Little troll with the Nasus hover. Looks like he's going to lock in Thresh, maybe. And that's a Thresh. So an aggressive support and a good engaging. So a lot of engage already coming out on the side of Biotechnology. With the Maokai, he's very good at setting up fights, and Thresh is good at initiating fights. So it looks like they're looking for an engage on the side of Biotechnology. And we have a Kled pick. So probably going to the top lane. Oriana with Oriana. Okay, hovering between Syndra. Syndra is strong. But Oriana, obviously his name's Oriana, so it makes sense for him to play Oriana. And considering with the Jack and the Zac and the Kled engage, definitely might be able to get a good shockwave in. Like, hey, Aatrox is going to be locked in. Nope, Xayah. That's the bot lane. Looks like Biotechnology, they might want to start banning out AD carries or supports, considering those are the only two positions not picked for on the side of Holmdel eSports.
Going.
And Brand taken out. Interesting. I'm not so sure what they were thinking, but
So I go.
Shen. Now that's also interesting because that Maokai is, I mean, he can play jungle, but he's probably, I would say, going to the top lane. He seems to be stronger in the top lane right now, but I'm not so.
Draven out.
And there's the ADC ban. I'm surprised only one, and with Brand ban, that was interesting.
Let me at him.
And the Jax. So so Holmdel Esports really thinks that this Maokai is going to the jungle. So I'm not sure about it though. Okay. And Bard locked in for Holmdel Esports. And let's see what AD carry the matchup. Twitch. And Twitch has been very strong. But Tristan, yeah. Okay, so Twitch has been very strong considering Holmdel does have good engage and good peel with good engage with the Kled and the Zac, but also good peel with Bard and Oriana. Also good team fighting, so it makes sense to have this scaling AD carry that can crush fights. So he will be very good DPS, and as well as a strong early support. Okay, so I was wrong. The Maokai is going to the jungle, and it's going to be a Fiora top. Looking at the comps, I would say I definitely favor the Holmdel Esports here. They have a good tank. They have two strong tanks between Kled and Zac, and very good engage between Bard, Zac, and Kled. They can all engage and Twitch a lot of damage per second or damage. Yeah, very big DPS AD carry. And also Oriana with the shockwave that can definitely change fights. As far as Biotechnology, looks like they have two tanks, with Maokai definitely being the main tank, and it also looks like their engager with Thresh, he can land a hook and engage fights. But other than that, some poke from Talia, but Fiora doesn't really transition that well. I wouldn't say personally that she transitions well into team fights. And Xayah, though, she's okay, but I definitely favor Holmdel in this draft. As far as how would Biotechnology be able to combat this, I would say first and foremost get the Fiora fed, because Fiora will be able to split push and just carry the game by split pushing and offering pressure if she can beat Kled in the split push. Uh, After that, they would have to shut down this Twitch. He cannot get ahead, because if he starts scaling, it will not be good for Biotechnology. So they should look for roams with the Talia ultimate, ganks with Maokai. He should be looking top and trying to get this Kled out. As far as Holmdel, Zach just needs to be able to track this Maokai, make sure he's not getting any surprise ganks on the Twitch or on the Kled, to make sure that they don't fall behind, because they can't. And you should also try to shut down the Fiora, because although if she's ahead and wins the split push, she can definitely carry the game. If she's behind, and it transitions to team fights, Fiora's not very strong in team fights, and if she can't win the split push, then she is almost useless. So Holmdel just needs to watch that. But looking at the team comps, like I said, I do prefer Holmdel's here. I think their draft is solid, despite the pocket pick or the picks that are not maybe not meta, but still a strong draft. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. About to get into game. 30 seconds. We'll see. I don't know how many people are watching. Anyone's watching in chat?
Why don't you check?
Yeah, I'm looking at chat, trying to help them out. Yeah, so I just analyzed the champ select.
No, I was listening through half of it.
Yeah, I did a terrible job, but in the beginning, I did a terrible job. Getting into game.
Cool.
Do you have any comments on the champ? On the draft?
Well, no, not really.
No? Alright, well. Am I doing play-by-play again, like last week, or?
No, really up to you.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll just keep it the same. So interesting, the Holmdel eSports did sub in Golden in the jungle instead of Chub Kenobi. I'm not sure if that's because Chub Kenobi's unavailable or something, but that's not something I looked into. But I don't know if you know. Do you know if what the reasoning behind it was?
Sorry, no. But
All
one
right.
thing to note about this sub, his tag is reform, so that may indicate something about him. Quote.
Oh yeah, I guess maybe he was toxic. I'm not so sure. Maybe he got a few accounts banned.
No, definitely not.
Yeah. But we are getting into game here with Holmdel on the blue side and Biotechnology Team A on the red side. Pretty standard starts. Right. I don't see anything interesting about. Okay.
A bunch of pings coming out.
Yeah, that looks like Holmdel High School having some fun.
Seconds until
It
minions
looks
spawn.
like both teams are setting up on is